Okay guys, this is Jamie Walker with YouMoveFit. This week I had a couple of people mention that they were having some hip pain, hip issues going on, maybe from walking more or a mattress issue or whatever's going on. I wanted to give just some stretches and some exercises that I think might help you guys. I am not a doctor, but these are known hip flexor stretches and exercises. So Kelly and Steph, watch this video. All right guys, so the first thing we're gonna do, here you go, I even wrote them down. First thing you're gonna do is you wanna lay down. You're gonna do a laying knee twist. All right, we'll get to that later, to the chair later. You're gonna do a laying knee twist. All right, so you're here, you're gonna lay down and you're gonna take one knee straight up as far as you can, arms over here, and you're just gonna roll it over, trying to keep your shoulders on the floor, and then back up and then back out. All right, here, over, and back up. You wanna make sure these are nice and slow. All right, so you're probably gonna do 10 to 12 reps on that, and then 10 to 12 reps on the other side, keeping them nice and slow, feeling that stretch all through your hip. All right, then the next thing you wanna do, you're gonna do butterflies. So bring your feet together as close as you can to yourself, and you're gonna have a nice straight flat back and let your knees fall to the floor. All right, let gravity kind of work those in. You can bounce them up and down a little bit, trying to get a nice stretch in there. All right, so stay here for, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 seconds and relax, and then go back to it again. Maybe 5 times, 30 seconds. These are all going to be nice and slow, so you want your body to kind of fit into the stretching routine. All right. The next thing we're going to do is a double knee rotation. So it's similar to what we just did with the first one, but now you're going to take both knees in, and you're going to leave your shoulders on the floor, go to one side, nice and slow, back to the top, over to the other side, leaving your shoulders as close to the floor as you can, back to the top, and then back out. All right, that's one. So it's maybe do between 5 and 10 of those, both sides. All right. And then the next thing we have is a standing knee raise. All right, so single leg knee raise. You can grab a chair. That's what the chair is for. Don't be ashamed to use a chair. All right, we're not working on balance. We're working on hip flexors. So you're gonna grab here, and you're gonna bring knee up, hold it, and back down. All right, knee up, hold it, and back down. Once you guys get comfortable doing this, you can add those bands that you got. All right, so the small mini bands, put one around your foot and then the other one around this one, and pull it up, hold, and put it back down. All right, about 10 to 12 on those two. All right, and then we have, let's see, single leg standing kickback. So you're here, again, use the chair, that's perfectly okay. Here, standing leg back nice and straight. You're gonna do a kick back and back. Kick back and back. Keeping everything nice and tight through here. You should feel a nice pull through here, through your hip. And 10 to 12 on those as well. And then we have the side kick. So we do these too, but this time we're gonna keep the legs straight and we're gonna go sideways, in and out, sideways, getting a nice stretch here. All right, all 3 of these you can add the bands to once you move from that stretch to a exercise. Heel to butt. So you're gonna just bring your heel up in the back. So here, grab your foot for just a second and put it down. You might not be able to reach your foot, just touch your foot, right? Working here, all right? You really want to try and get a nice stretch. Try and grab your foot, back nice and tall, and back down, all right? It's gonna stretch the front part. And then we have an eccentric chair. So eccentric chair, so squat. What you want to do is find a chair. You're going to sit down slowly, slowly sit down. As soon as your butt hits, explode back up. Slowly go down. These are eccentric squats, and explode back up. Again, sit down slow, As soon as your butt touches, don't put your weight down. As soon as your butt touches, explode back up. And then we have a bridge. All right, so everybody knows what the bridge is. You're right here, laying on your back, and shoulders around the floor, feet are close to your butt, and you're pulling up, pushing your hips to the ceiling, about 5 seconds, and release. Probably 5 to 10 seconds here. Up, hold it 5 to 10 seconds, and then release, all right? So probably 8 to 10 of those as well. All right, these you're gonna need a towel for. So there's only 2 more. These ones you can use a towel or a blanket. Right, here's a blanket. So here's what I got. Hopefully you can see me over Zeke boy. So you're right here, you're gonna put the towel right under your knee, all right? So you put the towel right under your knee, and then you're going to push that foot up while leaving your back of your knee on the towel, and then release. So push it up, tighten everything up, pushing your toes up to the ceiling, hold it for 5 to 10 seconds, and then down. You do 8 to 10 of those, both sides. Up, and back down, all right? And the last one's gonna stretch your lower back. So you're gonna take that same towel, and you're gonna put it right on your lordosis, right? So your back goes in like this. You want your tailbone, you want it just below your lordosis. You want your tailbone to be up in the air slightly for this one, all right? So what you're gonna do is, let's move back down here a little bit so you can see. Right here, I'm gonna put this just below my lordosis, right on my tailbone, so my hips are up in the air slightly and slightly back a little bit. So for this one, all you're gonna do, you're going to breathe out as much air as you can, and at the same time you're gonna push your lower back to the floor. So you're trying to stretch the lower back, right? The lower, you know, the L4, L5 region. So you're here, breathe out. At the same time, really force your lower back down. And then back up. And again. And back up. Make sure you're expelling all the air out of your lungs. You really want to force it back down. All right, so do those, probably about 10 to 15 of those. And then if you want to do that, you'll go through those 1 to 2 times, and then do that 3 times a day. You know, if you really want to get the most benefit out of stretching the hip flexors and everything that's attached around that area, so you can release on that back, lower back, and hip flexor, hip joint pain. Do those exercises 2 to 3 times a day. Run through them twice. It won't take you very long. And then there was one other thing that I wanted to show you, but I don't have my yoga ball here at home. Just lay over your yoga ball like this, and really just let gravity pull your hips down, so you can feel that in your lower back and in your hips. Just let your knees come off the floor. You can use your feet, but just really let gravity just kind of pull that down. And then also lay on it, so your back is on it, and the same idea. Just kind of let this lower part of your body go down to the floor, just off the floor. Let gravity just kind of pull those vertebrae apart in the back there, and let the hips kind of get adjusted where they should be. So, all right, guys, I hope this helps. And any more questions, let me know. Thanks, guys.